Good morning, sunshines. It is Tuesday, the 1st of October, and that means it's Vlogtober. Are you excited? I'm excited, although I think Mother Nature's a little confused. Just a little. It's supposed to be 84 today, which is about 28, 29 Celsius. Not excited about that, but whatever, it's fine. So it is 2:30 in the morning. And I've been up since a little before midnight. I went to bed around 8 p.m. and I have been having Molly, stop. Stop chewing on. My dog is chewing on her feet while I'm trying to record. So rude. Don't chew on your feet. Anyway, so I've had really bad insomnia since school started. I'm not really sure what that's about. I've been sleeping probably 4 hours a night every night and then maybe catching an hour nap during the day, probably 3 or 4 days a week. I don't know. I don't know why. It just is what it is. So I'm awake now. And I've already taken, um, as I talked about in my last podcast, I wanted to start doing the photos of my intent of things to work on for the month. So I've already taken that. And I've done a couple rounds on the Nightingale socks and the Pomatemus sock toe. And you're currently sitting on a laundry basket that I've had. We cleaned out the kids' drawers probably a month ago at this point, and I've had a bunch of Mara's old clothes that aren't donatable, like undies and shirts that have holes chewed in them, that I intended to cut into rags. So I'm going to cut a few of those into rags. I use them a lot for toilet paper alternative, because we go through a ton of toilet paper, and I draw the line at poop. Like, poop, use some toilet paper, but if you're just peeing, whatever, it's not really that different than having to wash underwear. And since we use a hamper, I don't touch any of the dirty laundry ever. So, and I did cloth diapering when my children were babies, but we're all grown-ups now and I'm over the washing of the poop. So that's not a thing. So yeah, I'm gonna cut up some undies and t-shirts into toilet paper. It's gonna be very exciting. This is one of the things that's in the basket, and this is one of my favorite tank tops because it has no back, but it has this weird stain, and I've tried to get it out and I can't. And it also has some, it looks like maybe paint or ink on it. I don't know. So I'm going to cut that up first so that I can stop looking at it and being sad. Also, I'm pretty excited about the things that I'm going to finish this month, and it's Socktober, so there will be a lot of sock progress going on this month also. I plan to finish 5 pairs of socks. These pairs are the most complete, so I need to do 3 more color blocks. I've just barely started the blue color block. So then I have a purple block and a pink block, and that should take these two just below my knee. And then this sock, this is the first sock, and I have the toe to go on it. And I'm about halfway through the toe. So after that, I have one more sock of this to finish, and then I have a pair of knee highs that has just the cuff started, or just the cuff finished, and like 2 rounds of the body started on the first sock. I want to make a pair of children's tube socks that looks like unicorns, which I'm going to make up as I go. I think I'm going to do like those unicorn cakes where it's just the eyes and a horn and ears. That's kind of my plan right now, but I'm not sure. But I can't do that until I finish a pair of shorty socks for myself because I want a pair of shorty socks out of this yarn, and then I'm going to use the rest of it to make the unicorn socks. And then, is there another pair of socks? No, that's 5 pairs of socks. And then I also want to make a hat, the neon ski bonnet. It's this and that are, yes, those are the last 2 things on my Make 9 for this year. So once I finish the Nightingale, which I'm hoping to finish the hat and these socks by the 15th of October because I believe that's when the That's Your Cue Cal that Lisa of Fiber Nymph is hosting. I believe that's when that ends. So that is my plan. And then I have a blanket that I want to finish for one of the secretaries. Talked about that on the podcast. Update on that. I have used up that entire skein to make owl motifs, and I will insert the number of motifs that I have here. So that, and then I want to finish spinning a bat because I started spinning it, but it's sharing a spindle with my sweater spin, so I need to spin the part of my sweater spin that I still have to spin and wind that off so I can use the spindle to finish the bat. Those are my plans for the month. And you know what I haven't done in a while? I haven't written in my journal in probably 3 days. So I need to go through and update my journal. And then I need to set up for October because I really like doing that. And that's a good place to break down my projects. So I'll probably show you that.
So I started doing journaly things, and then I took a nap from 4:15 until 6:30, and then I got up and finished my journaly thing. So this is what my weekly spread looks like. Down here will be filled up during the week with what books I start and or finish, as well as what crafting products I start and or finish. This is what my schedule looks like for the week. Obviously, it's not my full schedule, just the things I need to remember specifically about what's coming up this week. And then, this is what October looks like. I don't always plan out all of my projects, but I feel like this month it will be incredibly beneficial to have my projects listed out like this so that I can check things off. Because 5 pairs of socks is a lot. And also, I had this sticker sheet that was 7 columns across, which I thought was perfect. So this is what I'm going to use for my mood tracker. I've done lots of different types of mood trackers, but this is what's going to happen this week. So these are the possible moods that I have. I need to figure out what medium I want to color those in with and decide colors. Getting ready to go into work and look at my to-do list. It's good. It means my afternoon and evening should be fairly easy. Lots of knitting time for me. So I know that I wrote on my to-do list for today to clean out my car, but this heat is oppressive. It was 60-ish all week last week, and today, let's see what the temperature is. It was 68 degrees at 9:09 this morning. But now, oh, disgusting. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. It's 84 degrees and 68% humidity. It's disgusting. So I guess cleaning my car is going to wait until Thursday. Yeah, I can't. It's too hot. So what I am going to do is work on my Nightingale socks and the
monomus. But first, I think I'm going to edit what I recorded this morning so that it's less work to do tonight. And while I'm doing that, I will just work on the vanilla shorty sock.
So it's 7:30 in the PM, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to make it to see 8 p.m. hit. So I will show you what I've done today. I should have put a marker in for today. I don't remember exactly where I was this morning with the blue, but I put in some work on the blue because I finished the first Pomadomus sock. I'm super pleased about that. And so now, before bed, if I stay up long enough to do it, I like to write a little journal entry for the day and then set up for the next day, but I'm not going to do that. But I will adjust my tripod a little. So if you're paying attention, the only thing that I crossed off my list after this morning is this right here, and that's because that was evening specific that I had to do that. If you haven't noticed already, I don't know if I've ever put my list in before, but something that you will notice over the month of December, if I continue to show you what my plans are for the day, is that if it doesn't get done in the first couple hours of regular people morning, so I mean after I drop off the kids and before I go to work, if it doesn't get done then, the likelihood of it getting done drops by, I would say, about 87%. I might do it, but probably not. So anyway, let's go back here, and I did the toe on that, so that's done. And that's the only thing that I completed from that list. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the date for the things that are completed on the side of the page. And then in the box I'll put the date that the entire project is completed. And then I read something informational. Did not read something for pleasure. Did clean for 15. I did a modular project. And then I haven't assigned colors yet, but I have these metallic colored pencils, so these are going to be my mood things. So, tired, cranky, and lazy is going to be blue. And that is pencil number 9. I have the, let's see, will it focus? Probably not. I wrote on the ends of the colored pencils numbers because they're so close, some of them. And then this dress is going to be this color. And productive can be green. Today it was productive, even though it was only productive in the morning. It was still productive. I accomplished a lot in those first, not for several hours of my day, but for several hours of the day. It's gonna be chill. And happy. Okay, I'm tired. I trust my children to get themselves to bed in half an hour. I know they're trustworthy. So, I'm gonna go to bed. See you tomorrow. Bye. Just kidding, one more thing. I did one pattern repeat on the Fruit Loop sock. I know it's not much, but every little bit counts, right?